What's up, guys? Tool Junkie 555716. I'm still in the basement. Gonna do another quick review on the Craftsman 9-inch benchtop bandsaw. Let me just start by saying I'm not very impressed. I don't know how well these 9-inch benchtop models are supposed to work, but it's got 2.5 amps, quarter horsepower, 1700 RPM. For the $120 that they want for it, and the $34 that the stand costs for it, $160, I should have just saved up a couple hundred more bucks and got myself a Grizzly. Or maybe even tried out a Harbor Freight one. This table here is not completely level, no matter what you do, unless you bend some stuff. As you can see, it is not fully level. It's off by a hair, but whatever. To level off the top tire here, to make sure your blade stays on track, you get your little level, and you want to get that bubble centered. And let's see, there we go, it's centered. And to do that, you just take the level, like I said, put it up to the sides of the tire, and that middle knob right there, you either turn it clockwise or counterclockwise. It's pretty much self-explanatory on the back, and then you lock it into place with that wing nut there. On the back over here, you got your blade release, blade lock, blade tensioner. You get about at max, you get about let's see here, I believe it's at max, you get about a 3.5-inch cut. Because if you go up any higher than that, those little pin guide square things will get in your way. So, not very much distance for, cutting, for milling. If you throw a 3/8-inch blade on there, your blade release lever will not work. It'll just slide back and forth like that, but all the way back and forth. I don't know why. An 1/8-inch blade just falls off track. I don't know what the hell the problem is. I got a blade from Laguna, PowerTech, Craftsman. They all just fall off. I don't know what it is with it. It does have a 2-inch dust collection port there for a shop vac. It does work fairly well on the bottom. I have not been using the dust collector, as you can see. I was going to show you in use, but my daughter's sleeping and I don't want to wake her up for this worthless tool. It's just pretty much worthless. I mean, unless you're cutting 1/8-inch or 1/4-inch, wood, you still can't make turns with it. If you're making like bandsaw boxes and shit like that, you can't make turns with it because, like I said, the blade will just get stuck in its track and then the motor gets real hot, and then you're just having all kinds of problems. And for the $160 total that both of these cost, I should have just saved up, maybe like another $300 and got me a Grizzly, because they're running a sale on the Grizzlies on Amazon. Just very disappointing in Craftsman. I own a lot of Craftsman tools, and I almost bought the 10-inch one, but the 10-inch one isn't much more powerful, and I'm pretty sure that I would have the same problems. The table is, I don't know what they were thinking of this. There's a lip here, a little lip. So every time you go to run something through it, it gets hung up on this little lip. You got to pick up on your piece and push it through. This, I don't know what they were thinking with that. You go to make a turn on it, and it gets hung up once again. And these numbers, they stick up a tad bit higher than these bars do. So you get hung up on the numbers. And it's just, I don't know, man. Got your window to see if your blade's lined up right, This is my 3rd 1/4-inch blade I've gone through. The one that came with the saw broke. So I went back to the store, told the guy the same day, and he gave me a free one. Second one, after about an hour of using it, broke. I don't know if the tensioner, was too tight or what. But there should be some kind of, indicator of how tight you want to tension it, you know. I know some other saws do, but this one does not. It's just some cheap crap from China, and just very disappointed. Definitely going to return it. I haven't had it all more than a couple weeks, so I'm going to return it. The miter gauge is off really bad. I'd actually take the screw and loosen it up and turn this thing to the left a little bit, as you can see, to get it onto the 0 mark, which I don't even know what the purpose of that is. Of me doing that is because it's not completely straight. I did line it up with the edge of the table, so that's how I know that the fence of the miter gauge is straight. So it is zeroed in properly, but that's just pointless, you know, stupid. And the size of it is like about 3.5 inches. So that's pretty lame. And also, so you go to put it on, you don't know to lift it up, you'll get hung up on your lip. For some reason this is off as well. It gets stuck, kind of like a speed square. So yeah, save your money, guys. Don't buy it unless you're going to be using some 1/4 inch or 1/8 inch, you know, wood. And even still then, I tested that out, and believe it or not, the blade still gets held up and makes some weird noise. Safety features, it does come with the key, if I can get it out, you know, so your little ones can't mill their fingers off. Yeah, other than that, I mean, I wouldn't buy it. I am going to clean it up and return it and get my money back. The table I'm pretty much stuck with because I was stupid and I was standing some stuff and got some stain on the table, but it's a tool stand, so, you know, whatever. I'm going to keep that anyways for the next one. But yeah, other than that, I would save your money for a better one. Definitely don't go with the Craftsman. This Tool Junkie from the basement. Till next time, keep cutting, stay screwing. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to subscribe.